Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another review on my channel. Today guys, I am reviewing yet another Spider-Man Tobey Maguire trilogy figure. Today we're looking at the Spider-Man Movie 1 Superposable Spider-Man. This is by far one of the best Spider-Man movie figures you can get for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Obviously the best one being the incredibly rare and expensive Spider-Man 2 Superposable figure, but this one is definitely one you're going to want to get, especially with a potential new release of Hasbro making a new Tobey Maguire figure. If he's not in No Way Home for a anniversary release, who knows what Hasbro is going to pull off next for Marvel Legends. They've been on their game recently. But this is a awesome figure to own. This is just one of the many Sam Raimi Spider-Man figures I own. Looking behind me, I actually own 3, including this one. So 2 other ones on my shelf. So let me know if you guys want additional reviews on those ones too. I've technically got 4, if you count the black suited Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3. But if you guys want reviews on those ones, please do let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, let's get into this review. So here he is, Spider-Man from 2002. I have to say, this figure's held up really damn well, considering its age. For one, it's not a young figure. This figure is nearly 20 years old. Just like the Green Goblin, they're from the exact same line. This figure is getting on in age, and you can kind of tell that with the fading on the top of the head right there, and a little bit on the shoulder. But really, other than that, this figure has really been a substantial gem to own. This figure has been incredible to own. I do have his display base, which is a little sort of building piece he can hang off of. I do have that, but it's currently on my shelf, and I've actually got my TASM 2 Marvel Legend swinging off of that at the moment. And it's on my shelf, and it's all displayed up, and I really don't want to get it down, but I will show you guys my overview of my collection at some point, where you guys will be able to see the base at some point. I've actually got a Captain America standing on top of it too, so I really don't want to take it all down. So hopefully you guys understand, and you guys don't really want to see the diorama base, but if you guys do, let me know and I'll do a collection overhaul sort of video for you guys. But yeah, so moving on to the first thing I want to touch up upon is the detail of this figure. Now that is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. This mask or head sculpt looks incredible. You can see the individual web lines look amazing. Yes, they're a little bit faded away due to the age of this figure, but for the most part, the paint apps on this are absolutely fantastic. Toy Biz never ever disappoints with their paint apps. You know, quality control on Toy Biz figures used to be pretty bad, but for this one, it's just substantial how well this figure's held up nearly 20 years later. It is actually incredible. He got Spider-Man's butt. But here we've got the back Spider logo, which I actually don't mind. I prefer, obviously, the Spider-Man 2 logo change, but this logo was pretty cool looking too. It's kind of a mix between the classic Spider-Man logo and the movie version. It's got the fat body, but the thin legs to make it look pretty unique. You know, it's his own little thing. And just the detail just carries on throughout the figure. Like, you can see the web lining in the boots just looks amazing. The individual sculpt work and the texture on the costume just looks phenomenal. Hasbro better pull something like this off if they do want to re-release this figure or make a new Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure, because if not, it will just be really disappointing if they just do the cheap option that they've been doing with the Tom Holland figures and not painting the web lines or putting sculpt work in. You know, just make a good Spider-Man 2002 figure for the fans of the film, or for the fans of just Spider-Man in general, really. Now, articulation on this guy is a little bit dated, and I'd say that is the only weak spot of this figure, is the articulation is not up to date. But that really doesn't matter when you look at what you're really getting with this figure. You're getting, number one, a great-looking Tobey Maguire figure, but number two, you're getting a pretty much collector's item at this point. This figure is not cheap to get on eBay. I've seen him retail for upwards of £50. Now, I was very lucky to get this guy for the price I did. I got this guy, are you ready? For 15 British pounds. That translates to something like 10 US dollars on eBay. Nobody wanted this, and I got him for £15 with the base and this figure. It's incredible. So, let's move on to the articulation, shall we? So, the head moves around a full 360 degrees. Very cool. Now, you've got to be careful with this specific figure's head, because there are some instances where his head becomes very loose. Luckily, mine doesn't have that problem, but I know for a fact people have had that problem, so just be careful if you are going to pick this figure up. Definitely make sure your head is not on the loose side. The shoulder comes out at not quite a 90-degree angle, but a very, very good nonetheless. He does have a very subtle shoulder swivel that you can see right there. He has a double jointed elbow. He does have a sort of mid upper arm rotation right there, not quite a wrist swivel, but he does have a wrist hinge which he can move up and down, and he does have middle finger articulation so he can perform a whipping pose. And a fun little detail is the web shooters are actually on this figure. Now, we all know Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man doesn't have web shooters, but you can tell they were thinking about putting web shooters in the original movie, and this figure has the web shooters on there, which is really funny to me, because obviously Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man doesn't have web shooters. He has organic webs, but you can see the web shooters on the hand of the palm of the figure, which is obviously, like, you know, something they must have changed last minute for the movie. So he does have the same sort of torso joint the Green Goblin had, except his doesn't move around very far at all. It allows you to get a little bit of crunch movement, but not too much at all. It's really not necessary for them to have that there, but I am glad they put it in, because otherwise the figure would just look incredibly dull on the top section. He does have a really nice waist swivel. I don't want to move this figure around too much because there is some age to it. Same articulation for the other arm. The leg kicks out that far. Very, very good kick out. And he kicks back a little bit, a slight amount. He has a upper thigh rotation, which is awesome. Love that. He has a incredible double jointed knee. Like, that is kicking up very high. A lot of Marvel Legends in 2021 don't do that, so good job, Toy Biz. He has a calf rotation as well, which is really nice. He also has a foot hinge, so he can rotate up and down. And he does have that toe articulation. Toy Biz coming in with the foot fetish once again. Well, that is my Spider-Man superposable figure review. Again, I have so many Spider-Man figures to review. Movie figures, comic figures, movie figures ranging from the Raimi films to the TASM films to the MCU stuff as well. So definitely let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below. If you haven't checked out my superposable Green Goblin figure review, please go and check that out, as that video is very special to me. It was literally my dream figure. And yeah, I'll actually go ahead and throw in Green Goblin next to this guy. So I've gone ahead and grabbed not the one that I have on the glider, but my other superposable Green Goblin. This one doesn't have a glider, unfortunately. This one is a different Green Goblin. Well, it's not different, it's the same figure, but it just doesn't have its glider. So, oh, Spider-Man taking a nap. As you can see, the scale works really well for these guys. You know, I love the look of these two figures together. They look absolutely remarkable. I'm very, very lucky to own both of these figures. Well, two of him. And yeah, I really hope we get re-releases of these figures so new fans are able to pick them up and whatnot. I would love to see that. I've had this figure for years. This one is very, very old. But yeah, there we go. I'm very lucky to have 2 Green Goblin figures. Not many people do. So, yeah. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this Superposable Spider-Man figure review. If you guys did, please make sure to leave it a like. It would really help me out a lot. If you guys like these reviews of the original movie trilogy, please let me know in the comment section below that you enjoy, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Again, I've got so many figures for you guys to go ahead and check out and watch. And if you guys want to see more videos, please consider subscribing. It would really mean a lot to me, and yeah, I really enjoy doing these. This is a fun little hobby for me to do. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys over on my next review. Who knows what that might be? Could be Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock. Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.